Hello everyone and welcome back to Priest Brothers Lines. I'm here with a purchases update. And first on that list is this Menards building right here, the National Power and Light Power Plant Power Station. I've seen a lot of people have bought this on their O-scale layout and I thought it looked nice, so I got it too. And for such a great price, you can't beat it. So the first thing that I notice is obviously the lights are really cool. But I don't know if you can hear it on the camera. There's a high pitch humming that happens, and it seems to be correlated to the sign right here because it does go through a series of light animations. I don't know if you can hear that. And so I don't know if that's normal or if it's something wrong with it, but it's slightly annoying, but once the trains are going, I won't even hear it. But the animations are cool, the lights are cool, the details are really neat. And so this is going to be one of my industries that I'll have. I'll actually put some oil tankers in here to make it appear as it is a oil burning power plant. And so I'll probably use some of the GATX tank trains, that, cars that I have, and put those in here. So there'll be a little bumper back here somewhere. And there'll be a parking lot here, maybe a fence around it. Should be pretty fun, but I'm really glad I made that purchase from Menards. Always good quality, especially for the price that you're getting. As for some other purchases, I went to a train show. One of the first train shows that I've been to in a few years probably now. It was up in Victorville. And so I was able to acquire a few new items, one of such being one of these Lionel O-scale house kits. So this is the Olsen house, and this is how it could look. It's all undecorated and unassembled, so I'll be able to paint it whatever color I feel best. But I thought this would go nice. I have those two other Rail King houses that I bought. Those are all pre-assembled, and so I bought this too. It was a good price, and I think I'm getting better at building kits, so I figured I'd take a stab at it, and it was pretty inexpensive. I think I only paid about $35 or $40 for this kit, which I think is pretty inexpensive, but I'll have to paint it and assemble it and light it and all that, so there will be a lot of work to it, but in the end I think it'll all be worth it. I also bought a few new sets of trees. These are the Woodland Scenics trees, so I really like these standing timber trees, so I bought a few of those. I think these look really good up in the mountains. And then I bought some of these sun-kissed trees. So I have a lot of these like pine type of trees, but I wanted to get more of these for this side of the layout, which as you can see has not changed at all. I'm totally focusing on the other side of the layout, and there is nothing done on this side, but that will change at some point in the future. So just getting more trees little by little, because you need a lot of trees and they're relatively expensive, so it's nice to be getting a bunch of them slowly. I also bought this car. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's going to be on my beach scene because I figured it'll look like a nice beach setup here with the wood sides and all that. And I even got some little figures here at the beach. I also picked up this. This is a 1953 Cadillac Eldorado. It was a little scuffed up. It wasn't one of those like bargain bin types of things. I think I paid $5 for it. But it has little scratches and such on it, but that's okay because real cars have things like that too. Doors open up, but the engine doesn't, nor does the trunk, but that's all right. I like to get these convertible type vehicles because they're easier to put people in. So this will most likely be a road vehicle where I'll put someone in here, probably have to cut their legs off and just kind of glue them onto the seat. But as long as you don't look too close, should look fine. But that's a nice looking car there. I also picked up this stock car right here. This is a Atlas Trainman stock car. Now what's interesting about this is whoever I bought this from, this is actually, it originally started as a Santa Fe boxcar. We can see there are Santa Fe crosses or shields down here, if it would focus. It's not focusing well, but anyway, I think all they did was just change this placard out and just put Southern Pacific on it. So that's pretty unique, because as far as I know, Trainman didn't make any Southern Pacific stock cars. Now this set did have a sound pack in it with a speaker, and it was all cows. But I already have the one sound car, the one that Lionel made, and it was pretty unreliable in the cows and mooing and all that. So I decided to just take it out. But it's a neat car. It's nice to have another stock car and kind of a unique car that someone else custom made. I'll probably have to get rid of these little shields, or maybe just keep them and make it a story that it's a car that Southern Pacific bought from Santa Fe and they never bothered changing the shield out. I also bought some more supplies for the much anticipated beach scene. So I got some more realistic water there, and I have some of the dyes as well. I have navy blue and I have turquoise. So that is what I'll be putting together. And as a little sneak peek, I've been doing a bunch of tests, and this is one example of said tests. So I have the sand over here, which is just grout. And then I did a little test of the water here. And so that was the color that I got. Now I am going to be painting the seabed like a grayish blue. So I'm still kind of playing around with the colors, but I really like the way this turned out as a beach scene. The top, it's maybe difficult to see, but the top is not clear, or it's not glassy. And so what I've been doing is using this clear seal. Some people say use silicone. This says it's better than silicone, so I'm kind of playing around with that. But we'll see more about that in the beach scene video. And I was messing around with trying to do foamy wave water right there. But that's kind of what I'm testing, and that's what it all has to do with. It's all a lot of testing and trying to figure. You can see the little cups here. I've been trying different colors. Back here, this was way too dark. And here's even another test that I was doing, which also turned out way too dark. So it's all just kind of about testing and figuring out what works best for you. And so I think I know what I want. It's just a matter of getting it done now. And the final item, the big item that I picked up, was a rare find. I found the B unit for my PAs. So I haven't shown these PAs too much. In one of my earlier videos, I did a review on it, and I had it in a special video with some Rio Grande PAs that my brother brought over. But at the show, someone had this B unit. This is a Lionel Legacy B unit for the PAs, the daylight PAs. And I saw it there, did a little bartering, and was able to buy it from a guy. And I'm very happy. This is a powered B unit. It doesn't make any sound. I do believe it smokes, but I don't really use the smoke with diesels. But it's powered. It's got electrocouplers. It's awesome. I'm so happy that I was able to acquire this. And so now my ABA set is complete. And it just looks so cool. It's so huge going down the layout. So I'm going to hook it up to some daylight cars, do a little quick run video. So let's go ahead and do that. those are some of the new items that I picked up. I hope you enjoyed this little update and run session. Should have a beach video coming out in the next week or so, I hope. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day. This is Priest Brothers Lines, signing off.